Just check out her colors, everything. 5 years ago, we got our first snake, which was our Cornsnake Chili, and then we got our second snake soon after, which is our Cornsnake Ichabod. And when we first got them, they were just tiny little earthworms, and now they have grown into these like really big, long adult corn snakes. And so we started them out in like a 10-gallon, and then we upgraded them to 20 gallons, and then eventually they outgrew those. I was not sure like what to upgrade them to. I thought about like going out and buying like 2 40-gallon enclosures. Fortunately, I thought to contact Custom Reptile Habitats, and they were super eager to help, and they sent me 2 amazing enclosures. We still have one piece that we have to put together to finally complete it, but let's talk a little bit about the process of putting together the enclosures. I was very overwhelmed when I noticed how many large boxes were on our doorstep. They were huge, they were heavy, and I thought there was no way that this was going to be an easy thing to put together. But Mr. Tarantula Kat figured it out pretty quickly. All right, so it's not done, but we are just going to be putting Chili in to see like what she does. This is like so big and it's coming along so good. I'm stoked for them. When we put in like the rest of the cork and everything and some plants, like I'm so stoked. All right, so we're gonna assemble the last piece. I will show you guys how this goes, and then we're just gonna do the tour and an update on the corn snakes. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay, so it is yet another day. Got busy, but I wanted to give you guys a tour of the new enclosures and just kind of talk a little bit about what we did and their upgrades. Chili has been like missing in action. I don't know where she is. I think she might be shedding. She didn't come out to eat, nothing. I don't really know. So I figured we could just like look for her and talk about her. But yeah, let's go ahead. I don't want to like rip this place apart, but I'm just really getting increasingly curious where she went. I have a feeling I found her! I think she actually did shed. She has really put on a lot of size, obviously, from when we first got her, but even since you guys have last seen her, she's probably grown, but she's doing so good. We had an incident with her, I think it was like earlier last year, where she actually got caught in a plastic plant and it got caught around her tail. It was really, really scary. My friend actually took her to the vet because she was going to a vet with some snakes that day anyway, and she offered to because I was like freaking out. And the vet did an x-ray and confirmed that she is in fact a female for sure. She's in good health and her tail is not damaged at all. There's just like a little bit of like scarring. Like it didn't even really cut into her. It just got like stuck, you know? She's okay and she's healed up from it. She's like, why did you wake me up? I know. But yeah, I just wanted to pull her out and let you guys see how she's doing. Just check out her colors, everything. And so yeah, the corn snakes did get a little chunky. I think it had a combination with us overfeeding, but also with the size of their enclosures. So they were in 20-gallon longs. When we first got them, they were in 10 gallons. We upgraded them to 20 gallons, and then they just kind of kept growing and they outgrew the 20 gallons. And yeah, they just weren't able to be as active in a smaller enclosure. And I know some people house corn snakes in 20 gallons, like as adults. I don't really necessarily agree with that because as you can see, they are really active and they benefit from more space, and that is a reason why I absolutely love these enclosures. When Custom Reptile Habitats agreed to work with me, I was so stoked because this is like the perfect size for an adult corn snake. The backgrounds that we got with the rocks are amazing. They actually will come out and climb on them, and that is just so important for them to have that enrichment and that exercise. I wonder if we can get Icky out too and I can like pull them both out for you to see because they're actually like the same size. For some reason, they just have grown exactly the same. They're not from the same like eggs or anything. They are just bought even at separate locations. But it's funny that they're both like almost exactly the same size. Also, I am feeling very Vogue right now. Very Gucci. She's around my arm. Oh my God, I feel like she's so sweet. I love her. So let me just kind of show you inside her enclosure really quick. I absolutely love, first of all, how there are locks and keys. If you have kids, this is great to deter them from getting into the enclosures, and also really good at securing your snakes inside of the enclosures. This rock is from the background kit, and there's also another that we attached up here. This was probably the biggest process because you had to wait for it to dry and stuff, but we did 2 on this side, and also there was silicone and stuff that had to dry. So yeah, that like all kind of took most of the time, but it turned out really awesome. And as you can see, there is way more climbing room in here than you could ever fit in like a 20 or a 40 gallon. There's just so much space and so many places to hide. Under here is usually where Chili hides, and that's ultimately obviously where I found her, but it's really cool because you can actually fit way more substrate in here than I expected, at least, because there's like so much space and you can build it up from the front. I had to leave this pumpkin in there just because it matches her and I love it, but there's so much space for so much cork and so much decor, and just when she hides in here, it's almost impossible to find her. So, I mean, that's great for her and it works out really well. So next, let me show you Ichabod's cage. I really love how his turned out. Honestly, I think I like his just a little bit better. I think it just worked out really good with the fake plants. Even though I'm not a huge fake plant person, they just look really good in here and they're safe, don't worry. I'm the one who kind of set up the background for him. So Mr. Tarantula Kat did Chili's cage pretty much, and I did Ichabod's, and I really like the layout, how it turned out. Lots and lots of cork tubes, places for him to hide. It's just a really great natural looking enclosure. Of course, it is fake plants and it's not bioactive. We do use aspen for the corn snakes, but I mean, it just works out really well for us, and I don't know, I'm happy with how it is. Maybe one day we'll do bioactive though. Maybe I'm kind of missing out on that. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. But anyway, this is where he hides most of the time, as you can see. We got these really awesome huge hides, and I picked out this one for the corner, and it's just like these stones, and then I got this big fake plant that hangs over it, and it just seems like his favorite spot to kind of hide. Here's just a little overview of how his turned out. Lots of hiding spots. Again, aspen is pretty deep. It's kind of hard to tell on video, but he can hide and has tons of tunnels under there, so he's just really happy in there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him to come out for this video, but here is a feeding clip from a couple days ago. It is just like a frozen mouse, so don't worry guys. But yeah, as you can see, he's pretty big now, so yeah. But there you go, here's his enclosure. That is my update on both of the corn snakes. Of course, I have like a bunch of other snakes that I could probably talk about and should probably talk about and update you guys on, but of course we mainly focus on tarantulas and spiders and stuff here, so I don't really talk about my reptiles much. I don't really show them much. I don't keep them because of YouTube or anything like that. I just like them, and yeah, they're mostly personal. But yeah, if you're just curious, all the other snakes are doing good. Daisy, our ball python, Mimikyu, our ghost Honduran milk snake, Vecna, the Mexican black king snake, we have Willow, Beetlejuice, and Java, all are still doing well. So yeah, I can show you guys them sometime if you're interested. So yay, that is it. That is the new enclosures. I'm sure you guys have noticed them in the background. This thing is huge. Like, it is as tall as me. Actually, it's taller than me. I'm like 5'5", 5'6". So yeah, this is like pretty tall. And it's really cool. I love these spacers because They hide the lights and stuff, and it just makes it really clean. I've got all my plants up here that I have inside. Thank you so much, Custom Reptile Habitats, for sending us these upgrades. If you do decide that you want to go with them, definitely use my affiliate link. It does help my channel out, and I really appreciate Custom Reptile Habitats for that as well. So thank you so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram. The news probably way too much. Is at Tarantula.kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon podcast and a Teespring. It is all linked down below. I will see you guys soon. Let's get into the Patreon pet picks.